Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Part of me wants to get really excited about this video. Part of me really wants the hype to be so freaking real. Because it is the hope that more champions become 7 stars. And yet, I don't know about you, I'm a Valiant player and have been since November. And I still open a 7-star like a couple times a month. So the odds of opening multiple 7 stars of the same champion are almost impossible, for at least my account. Now, there are some people who open 7 stars every week, and that is an advantage of not going for the featured 7-star crystal, because obviously you're saving a lot more shards for the basic over the featured for 6 stars. And so that allows you to get more 7-star shards faster, because obviously, for 7 stars, you need 15,000 shards after the first 2 crystals, and that's a lot. If it was 10,000, obviously, also, you'd open a lot more, but Kabam said it was 15,000 because we get more shards now from opening 6 stars and duping them than we did when 6 stars came out, and we got shards for duping 5 stars, at least according to the math that Kabam Mike put forth online. So, there are certain champions as a 7-star that I kind of have to convince myself to get hyped up about. Because when the freshness of it wears off, part of me thinks I'm just not going to be impressed. Cap Infinity War, one of those champs, because I have a rank 5, 6200 Cap Infinity War, and who knows when we're even going to ever get a 7-star period. Blade fits in this category. And there are so many puzzle piece champions like Crossbones and Thing and Falcon. Champs that Kabam knows we're going to be working on for years, especially because they still value 7-star 6 stones so high that they're almost impossible to get. And even when you get them, they are such a high price tag. And as a reminder, we have these X-star Magicka Sig Packs. And if you want the equivalent of duplicating a 7-star once, which is adding, of course, 20 7-star 6 stones, it's going to run you 4,000 units. And while I could buy this to put another 20 SIGs on 7-star Domino, I don't want to do that, because I'd rather save the units on a missing 7-star Deathless King Groot, who continues to be somebody that I'm excited to purchase, but I am one piece away because I could not complete with my skills and my patience the Alliance War single showcase. With that being said, my man MCOC Player this weekend kind of got me intrigued, because when I look at this tweet, and it's at MCOC_player920. Please follow this account on Twitter/X. He says, new possible 7-star champs: Mulgod, Quicksilver, Longshot, Corvus, Omega Sentinel, Omega Red. They are mentioned in the game files, but I can't promise that they will appear, because remember the recent situation with the X Magicka Crystal. And there is a good chance that the next saga, I think is what Kabam calls it, will have these champs in it. I use my 6-star Corvus every day for Alliance Quest, except I'm going to attempt apparently raids on Monday for the first time. I'm not excited about that. I've got OG Iron Man though, so I don't think I can complain, because that's apparently the best champion in the game for raids right now, and mine is rank 2 Sig 80. But we'll see. Skills are skills, or lack thereof. If 7-star Corvus was in the initial basic pool, I'd be super hyped. But would a 7-star Corvus automatically replace my 6-star? No. Not only because he's awakened in Max Sig, but because I've already put so many resources into him. I'm not going to ascend him because I don't use him again for anything besides Alliance Quest. And let's say you opened a 7-star Corvus. Let's say you guaranteed yourself one for 5,000 units, which I don't think Kabam would ever do. But how often would you actually use him? Because we can get super excited about the name of a champion, being hyped up as a 7-star, but once the gleam and excitement wears off, it's not really that exciting. Because the 6-star, especially with somebody like Omega Red or Corvus, is still more valuable awakened. And Omega is another puzzle piece champion that needs Max Sig along with the right mastery setup to be at his best. So, I want to be hyped for 7-star Corvus so bad, I do. But I'd also be irresponsible if I was exaggerating the truth, because ultimately 7-stars right now are so rare for me to open, and of course there's no control over who you get when you open them, that it kind of feels overhyped to me, and that's my 2 cents. MCOC Player, thank you again at MCOC_Player920. The fun thing about this is, if it's not true, then we just remember it was in the game files. But if it was true, we give this man credit. So it's a win-win to cover this issue, and I appreciate his information to the community every time he posts info online.